A little sun, a lot of wind out there as we go through our Tuesday evening around southern West Virginia. And a very windy evening is going to be what we'll be seeing as we go through the rest of the night, too. That's your first weather headline for today. Gusts of 50 miles per hour are possible over the next several hours before things begin to finally calm down a little bit as we go through the overnight. But scattered showers are possible just about all night long, and there could be some snow in the higher elevations to deal with. Easter weekend storms, well, they're going to be, the big question is going to be whether they be severe or not. I think they won't be, but we'll have to see what happens. The models are somewhat inconsistent right now about what's going to be happening over the next few days. These are yesterday's storm reports over the state of West Virginia. This is courtesy of the National Weather Service. Here the green indicates large hail. The blue indicates wind damage. Look at that swath right here across the state into Virginia of these large hail reports. And there's one little tiny gray dot right there at the bottom, right there at the southern end of the state. That's actually in Bluefield. That was a gust at the Mercer County Airport to 58 miles per hour. Speaking of Bluefield, here's what it looks like at Route 460, Route 52. Winds, sustained winds are out of the west-northwest at 14, but as we showed you during the first weather, they're gusting over 30 miles per hour here as well. Barometers at 29.84, humidity is 36%, but temperature right now 51 degrees under cloudy skies. Around the rest of the state, temperatures are in the 40s and 50s just about everywhere. 40s in the northern portion of the state, 50s as you go further off to the south. 50 in Beckley and also in Lewisburg, 52 in Charleston, 47 in Wheeling, as well as at Morgantown. And the Doppler radar shows us that there are a few showers making their way through the northern portion of the state into the Panhandle and also into portions of Maryland and Pennsylvania, pushing off to the east. So this is why we could see an isolated shower in some of our locations as we go through the overnight tonight, because these showers are going to be just far enough to the south, maybe to give us a little bit of that snow, especially in the higher elevations. So as we look at what's going to happen over the next several days with our futurecast, we notice that there will be that possibility for snow. It's indicated here as we go through our Wednesday morning at 5:30. It's probably not as heavy as what you're seeing here, but there is a possibility nonetheless. It's why we called for it in that forecast. As we go through the remaining portion of our futurecast, we notice that there will be a chance for some showers on Saturday. But look at this right here. This means that the warm front has overspread the state, which means the temperatures will be in the 70s. But also, if it goes this far to the north, there's a possibility that when that cool front swings through, there could be some stronger storms. It's something, again, that we'll be tracking for you over the next day or so. Now, the GFS model, I showed you the Euro at 5, and here's what the GFS looks like. Pretty similar snow totals around the state as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours, especially up in the high elevations. Aches and Pains forecast sponsored by ARH. Pretty much steady state in terms of the pressures, but pressures go up and down as we go through our 7-day forecast. Tonight, 36, mostly cloudy, windy with some rain and snow showers. Those gusts still to 35 miles per hour, so somewhat less than today, but still fairly gusty until we get into the early morning hours on our Wednesday. And then our rest of our 7-day forecast, high temperature is 63 on Thursday, a beautiful day. And then temperatures rise up into the 70s for the last 5 days of our 7-day forecast. Lows rise up into the mid to upper 50s at times, and then eventually drop back behind that next front into the lower 40s by Tuesday morning. That's your weather. More news and sports comes up in just a couple of minutes.